So Marquette and Michigan State have a date for Sunday, and I think this is going to be a really competitive game between two equally matched teams. I understand Marquette's the 2 seed, Michigan State's a 7, but Michigan State was kind of bit by the injury bug earlier this year. I think they are really solid. They have some pieces. They're not a perfect team. For example, most Tom Izzo teams are great rebounding teams. And this Michigan State team is 135th in the country in total rebounds per game, but Marquette is 318th in the country. So Michigan State's going to have the advantage on the boards where they can look like a typical Tom Izzo team. I think that will play a factor into the game. Michigan State's physicality, moving away from the boards, Marquette loves to play physical. They love to play really hard and play physical, aggressive, smothering defense. But Michigan State likes to do the exact same thing. And I don't think Marquette's pressure is going to phase Michigan State like it has a lot of Big East teams that kind of play with a little bit more chaos, like St. John's or the Seton Halls, the Providences, who will cough up the ball quite a bit to Marquette. I don't think it's going to be Michigan State. They have one of the all-time great coaches in Tom Izzo. They play pretty fundamentally sound. They're not perfect. They have their flaws. They'll make their mistakes. But overall, I think they will handle the pressure better than just about every Big East team that Marquette has played. And I think people are sleeping on Michigan State a lot in this postseason. They have an experienced team, a really talented backcourt between Jaden Akins, Holgard, Walker. Those guys can fill it up. Michigan State's had worse backcourts, make the Final Four than that. And then they are one of the best shooting teams in the country. They're third in the country in three-point percentage. And Michigan State's greatest three-point threat is none other than former Marquette forward Joey Hauser. Who will get their revenge, Marquette or Joey Hauser? Not that Joey has to get his revenge on anything, but it'll be an interesting matchup to watch. Joey's having his best season at Michigan State by far this year, averaging 14 points a game, 7 rebounds, and shooting a ridiculous 46% from three. And Joey's 6'9", and size-wise, I think Michigan State matches up really well with Marquette. So you give me all those factors, and then it's January, February, Izzo. You have Tom Izzo with a good roster. I think people are sleeping on him. I think if I'm a betting man, I think this game's going to go down to the wire. It's anyone's game. It's close to a 50-50 game, but it's Tom Izzo, Shaka Smart. I'm going to give the advantage to Tom Izzo. I think Michigan State is going to win a really fun, a really entertaining game. It's going to go down the wire, and I have Michigan State. The Big Ten has lost a lot of close games this March Madness, and I feel like they're due for a victory, and I think, unfortunately for Marquette fans, Michigan State is going to pull this one out. And that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. If this is your first video with me, make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content, and I'll see you next time.